And welcome into another edition of The Extra Point. I'm Michael Rinker.
And I'm Austin Greenland. The regular season is just about over, which means those final playoff spots are up for grabs tonight.
That's right, Austin. And our Game of the Week features two teams in 2A fighting for the fourth spot. We got Geneva County visiting Cottonwood. Sylvie Sparks is live with a recap.
Game of the Week, sponsored by ENG Care.
Our Week 9 Game of the Week, a battle between two teams fighting to keep their postseason dreams alive. The Geneva County Bulldogs and the Cottonwood Bears battling it out for that fourth and final spot in 2A Region 2. So would Cottonwood earn their first trip to the playoffs in 8 years, or would Geneva County send it to a tiebreak? Here come the Bulldogs, the winners of this series for 6 years straight. And here are the Bears, hoping to put a stop to that streak. Opening drive for Cottonwood, Caden Simmons gives it to Jalen Littenhand, who muscles his way up the middle for the touchdown. After a failed two-point conversion, it's 6-0 Bears. And the Bulldogs don't like that. On the kickoff return, Geneva County's Brendan Hall with the catch takes it all the way back inside Bear territory. He looks unstoppable, but is eventually tripped up at the Bears' 13-yard line. And on 3rd and goal, Caden Hutchings completes the pass to Kinley Pryor for the score. Their two-point conversion is good, and the Dogs are up 8-6. Cottonwood responding. Anthony Presley takes it to his right. The guy's untouchable and gives the Bears 6 more. They now lead by 4. Bears in Bulldog territory again. Simmons connects with Ethan Gilly for the touchdown, and Cottonwood goes up 18-8. Geneva County back on O. Hutchings hands it to Hall, who breaks a tackle and runs it all the way in for a Bulldog touchdown. They'll add 2 more to that 6, and we head into the break. Cottonwood leading 18-16. The Bears are playoff bound for the first time since 2014, taking down Geneva County 32-28 tonight. With the win, they secure 4th place in the region, and they will finish their regular season taking on Headland next week. Geneva County's last game of the season will be against rival Slocum on Thursday. That's all for me at Hicks Stadium in Cottonwood. I'm Sylvie Sparks. Back to you, Michael and Austin.
Well, thanks, Sylvie. Now, the Circle City, the Dothan Wolves, fighting for their playoff lives as well. They host Opelika.
Opelika. Dothan was off last week while Opelika dropped a close one at Enterprise. Dothan, of course, needs this win at the rip. We picked this one up in the second quarter. The Bulldogs leading 7-0. Looking for more, but Dothan's Corian Salter gets in the backfield and gets to the quarterback. That is a sack. Bulldogs will now punt. And here come the Dothan Wolves on the ball. Raymond Blackman on the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run the ball. Mr. Zero picking up a bunch of zeros as he gets about 30 yards and a Dothan first down. Later on, they're in the red zone now, and it's back to Blackman they go. On the direct give, he's going to take a hit but fight his way in. And that is a touchdown at Dothan at Rip Hughes Field. Now you know what's going to happen right after that. Let's get on with the light show, shall we?
Hey.
Here they come. Dothan ties it up at 7 apiece. And hey, this is their last home game of the season, so the student section was showing out tonight. Let me see your hands. And they go up, down, up, down. Wolves looking to pull out a win here. But in the second half, it was all defense. And Opelika looking to break through, and it looks like they did right here as they're going to give it to Calvin Hewley. He breaks through and cuts it back to the right side of the field. He's on his way for a touchdown. However, you're going to see that flag all over the field. This one was called back, no touchdown. We were still tied at 7 into the fourth quarter, but Dothan scores and pulls out the win 14-7. And they're now 6-3. Well, now let's go to the Enterprise Wildcats. And they're sitting pretty after beating Opelika. All they have to do is win out.
That's right. Now the Wild Wildcats welcome Jeff Davis into town to try and keep those playoff hopes alive. Here come the Cats. And a win tonight, of course, most definitely puts them in the playoff. Wildcats, first possession. Keon Dunlap. Well, let's just say he gets the snap and keeps it going up the middle, untouched, eyeing for the Cats' first strike. Woo! Look at him just trot right into the end zone. On to the second quarter. Dunlap, once again, he would fake the handoff, rolls right, finds you know who, Mr. Johnson. Woo! Can't you see? Sometimes you jump, they just hypnotize me. Gets out of bounds. Next play, Dunlap gets the snap. Boom, baby. Look for he's going for again. Number four, the pocket. Mr. delivers a bullet to Andrew Purcell. Touchdown, 12-0 lead. Doesn't end there, folks, though. It's gonna be a man Keon with the QB keeper again for the Volunteer score. Closing out the first half, Amir Griffin gets the handoff and gets it in the end zone. 26-0 at the half, and, well, let's just say this one was all Wildcats. Topping off the Vols, 33-14. Now at the 2A level, Wicksburg suffered their first loss in the region to Ayrton last week. And now, well, let's just say the risk of losing at home could also be losing a playoff game.
Yes, it could be a home playoff game at that. The Panthers taking on GW Long, both with one loss in the region. The winner clinching that home playoff game. It was a shootout out there at Skipperville tonight. Jalen Murray, he's going to punch it in. And Wicksburg, look at those clean white uniforms. They didn't look that way at the end of the game, I'm sure. Well, the Rebels, how could they respond? Well, hey, quarterback Bryson Hughes says, I got you right here. As he lobs one down the field, his man Tanner Johnson picks up the ball, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown. We're all tied up at 7 apiece as he reaches for the pylon right there. And back comes Wicksburg. Quarterback JT Ackerman. He's going to call his own number inside the 5, and he's going to find pay dirt. Touchdown. Wicksburg and the Panthers, they put the backup in the game, and he's going to fake the give. That's Gabe Glover lobbing it down the right sideline. And that's a touchdown for Wicksburg.
Boom, baby.
Right there. And the Rebels put two touchdowns, back-to-back drives. Quarterback Bryson Hughes will sneak it in over the line for another score. We got a bunch of offense in this one, and right before the half, GW Long back on their own 20-yard line. It's going to be Hughes in Hayes Horn. A deep shot, and that'll be a touchdown as he gets in. So what was the final in this one? Scoring all around, 42-35. GW Long wins. They clinch the second seed in 2A Region 2. Well, on the other side of the break, we have a good old-fashioned rivalry between Providence Christian and Houston Academy.
That's right. It's a 3A, and then we also have a 3A New Brockton traveling to Headland to take on the 5A Rams, plus other highlights as we get right back. Stay tuned with us, guys.
You're watching The Extra Point on WDHM, sponsored by Good Morning Mattress Center.
Welcome back, baby. Let's run it through some more of these great highlights.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so first off, we go to a rivalry matchup between Providence Christian and Houston Academy. I was right there. Let me tell you something. HA's student section, they sure love WDHN. And you know what else they love? The dark side. First drive, Provi Chris, Craig Pittman right into Will Wells' hands at the 13. He runs it right around back to the 20 now. 6:01 in the first. Caden Mitchell, well, let's say he's wet like water because this well, it ain't dry. Of course, it's a Raider rave as Jeb Daughtry ran it in for a 7-0 lead. We go in 3:31 left and one. Guess who? Yeah, that's right. Midfield. And Will Wells driving it right again. 14-0. The Raiding Raiders now. Quarter number 2. 8-0. Watch this. Woo-wee! Look at that Odell catch right there for Will again. Now that brings up 21-0. Jeb Daughtry and Caden Mitchell tally 3 touchdowns apiece to cover the night. Providence Christian gets a 5th down before the end of the half. 5th down. Charles Knowles picks it up like Christmas, baby, and he's like, oh, it's done. No, it's no, I gotta go. He gets out there a little ways, but not before he's finally brought down. HA takes this one 42-7 and stays undefeated at 9-0.
Indeed. Well, let's cross the state line. Early County hosting Eufaula in Blakely. Here come those visiting Bulldogs looking to tune up for the playoffs up there in 5A Region 2. And then the home Bobcats looking to improve to 8-1. First drive for Eufaula and the Tigers. It's going to be their quarterback, Copeland Cotton, getting in from the shotgun, taking a shot down the left sideline, and he's going to get his man. That's Antron Mitchell bringing it down. However, that drive would stall from there. So Early County's next possession, they're going to go through the running game as they usually do. Jakail Crispin breaks through the line right there, and he's got a nice little gap on the right side of the field, and he'll get about 25 yards before he's brought down. But a first down for Early County as they move down the field, and back to Crispin they go, this time on the end around, and he's got some field to play with on the left side of the field, and he'll pick up another first down for the Bobcats. And hey, speaking of the Bobcats, they're going to use another animal, the Wildcat, to get their first score of the game. That's Samarian Stapleton as he hurdles his way in for a touchdown. That was the only score that I got. However, Eufaula will come back and win 31-28.
Well, just down the road in Headland, the Rams hosting Charles Henderson. We joined this one with Headland up 14-0 over New Brockton. Jackson Williams gets the ball and launches one right in the corner of the end zone to find Caleb Dozer, who grabs it up for 6. Chase Rebb takes a snap and hits the tunnel screen. Boom, baby. 2. Who know? Anthony Siller finds some space for the Gamecock first down. Now, Ray this time finds Dawson Peacock in the flats and picks up a first down, but that would be the end of the half. Headland to get on to the second half. Kickoff. The ball is in the air and picked up by Julian Riley, who's tackled. Wait, is he? What? No, he is still up. Reverses the field, finds the green turf. Man, he starts kicking it up, eating it up. More than 500 head of cattle. Races down that sideline and boom, puts the Rams up 28, and that's how it would end. Headland races to a huge big old win, 34-14. Now, coming up next, we'll highlight some of the scores from other games tonight in the Wiregrass and recap last night's scores as well. Stay tuned with us. You don't want to go anywhere.
Play of the night, sponsored by Lewis Smith Supply Company.
All right, right off the bat, you just saw this one. You know who it is. Caden Mitchell over to Will Wells. That slow Odell catch in the corner to start the second quarter against Providence Christian. The Raiders go on to win that one 42-7. Mike, you got some scores for us, don't you?
Just run through it real quick. Slocup getting a big win tonight over Bullock County, 42-6. Rehoboth also 23-12. Pike County beating Daleville 63-6, and then Ayrton beating Sampson 37-21.
And then we also got Northside Methodist going off of Ashford Yellow Jackets 31-28. Elba 48-6. Those guys keep looking on. Houston County 56-34 over McKenzie, and Abbeville drops to Zion Chapel 22-6. Make sure you hit the Facebook Live, guys. We'll be right there.
This is the Extra Point Overtime.
Welcome to another episode of the Extra Point Overtime Show. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Austin Greenland.
And I'm Michael Rinker. The high school football season is winding down. Playoff spots, they're going quick here, Austin.
They are.
And tonight we're going to find out some lucky winners. Speaking of our game of the week, let's get to it.
Game of the Week, sponsored by ENG Care.
battle for the final spot in 2A Region 2 tonight.
That's right. Geneva County visiting Cottonwood. And the Bears, well, let's just say Geneva County win creates a third-way tie for fourth, but a Cottonwood win clinches Bears' spot in the playoffs. First time since 2014 to be exact. Here come the Bulldogs, winners of the series for 6 years straight. And the Bears, here we go. Opening drive for Cottonwood. Cade Simmons gives it to Jalen Littenhand, who muscles his way. Ball goes loose, but hey, whatever. We failed two-point conversion. It's 6-0 Bears. But the Bulldogs don't like that. The kickoff return. Geneva County's Brendan Hall takes it all the way back. Ooh, zigzagging. Oh, man, ankles. Ow, ow, my ankles. Oh, man, this is
Don't fall, no.
Oh, Bears 13-yard line, Allen third to goal. Kaden Hutchins completes the pass to Kennell Prayer for the score. Their two-point conversion is good, on the other hand. And they're up 8-6. Now, Cottonwood responding with Presley. Takes it to the right. Ooh, untouchable Bears, 6 more. They lead by 4. Bears in Bulldog territory again. Simmons, ooh, right to the cameraman. Ethan Gillick for the touchdown. Cottonwood Bears go 18-8. Geneva County back on the O. Hutchins hands it off to Hall, breaks all the way down for a touchdown. And Cottonwood, we come into the break. Cottonwood leading 18-16. The final here, the Bears come away with the win, 32-28 over Geneva County. I gotta say, I love Geneva County. But the Bears, respect for them doing that for the first time since 2014.
Yeah, but Mr. Hall for Geneva County was hurt a good part of the middle of the season, so you got to think what they could have had if he was healthy the whole year.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Les Cottonwood, playoff bound. You got to
All right, let's take it out to Slocum, because you got to poke them, then you sloke them, and hopefully they can sloke. Who is it they're playing again?
They are playing, I believe, it is Bullitt County, a region foe.
Fair enough. Okay. That's a new one.
It is indeed.
That's a new one. Anyway, we go right to it. Okay, delayed start due to a lightning delay. I haven't seen that lightning in Alabama just quite yet. I must have my eyes closed 24/7. First quarter, direct snap to Brody Campbell as he takes it at the outside before being pushed out of bounds. It's still in good position. Screen pass again to Campbell. Boom, baby. Going out to the right. Nope, to the left. I'm going to get around to the end zone. First touchdown, Slocum, 8-0. Now handoff to Connor Dorady, potato, your mama, your llama, straight up to the middle, helping the Red Tops keep the momentum. Now, quick handoff to Rashawn Miller Jr. to the outside. No blockers to stop him. Here he goes all the way to, you know what it's called? The end zone, right there where that little G is. Yeah, well, let's just say the Red Tops take this one in the big old dub, 42-6. Now, just up the road, Mike.
In Rehoboth, the Rebels taking on Shelby County. Rehoboth not going to go to the playoffs this year, but playing for pride tonight in their third win on the line. Second quarter, 13-6. Rehoboth leading. Colton Trotter under pressure. Quick throw over to Braden Hardy. He picks it up before it hits the ground. Breaks away, look for the touchdown, but he is caught found at the 40-yard line. Later on in the drive, Trotter, another pass here, a jump pass to Hardy once again. That's the same play twice, but it's a different video we're showing you now. And this time, a different result. Hardy going all the way to the end zone. Man, that kid, he runs like a bulldozer. That is a touchdown. 16-6, Shelby County. Oh no, dropped back for a pass, but David Craddock, he says, hey buddy, no, not here. He gets the interception, and he's brought down. And they were not able to score before the half, but hey, Rehoboth gets the win, 23-12 over Shelby County. Now let's go and recap some of these games, Austin.
That's right. Now, in this recap, we head to the Circle City as the Dothan Wolves fighting for their playoff tonight against Opelika.
Now, Dothan was off last week. Opelika losing to Enterprise. Dothan has to get this win tonight at Rip Hughes Stadium. So could they do it? Picking this one up in the second quarter. Opelika up 7-0. And before you know it, Corian Salter's in the backfield, getting to the quarterback. And that'll force the Bulldogs to punt to the Wolves. So Dothan on the ball. What can they do? Raymond Blackman takes the handoff, runs up the middle of the field, makes one man miss, and gets to the outside, showing off the speed right here. And he's going to pick up about a 25-yard gain. Dothan in good position to crack the scoreboard. Now inside, that's 5. Raymond Blackman again takes a hit right there, but continues to fight his way across the plane for the score. And that means we got ourselves the light show out here at Rip Hughes Stadium. Here it comes right there. And I always got to say, when I'm out there with these, I love those lights.
Yeah, the light show.
When you got it, you better use it. And the Wolves loving it. Their student section loving it. Can I see your hands? They go up, down, and the defenses here were going up and down because they're making plays left and right. Opelika now in the fourth quarter still tied at 7, trying to break through these defenses. This is going to be a long run for Opelika. However, flags will be in your picture at 3, 2, 1. There they are, all 3 of them. So that play called back and that would be a focal point in this one because Dothan would end up getting the ball back and scoring in the fourth quarter to go on to win 14-7. They're 6-3, and all they have to do is win next week, and they are in the playoffs at 7-8.
How about that?
All right, well, let's go to their rival, the Enterprise Wildcats, also sitting pretty after beating Opelika. They just have to win out, and they're also in.
That's right. The Wild Wildcats welcome Jeff Davis into the town to try and keep those hopes alive. Here come the Cats. A win tonight will most definitely help that playoff chances, as we just said. The Wildcats, first possession, Aiden White gets the snap and keeps it going up the middle, being untouched. Eyeing his opponent is the dial away. Man, just a breezy. They score first. Now on to the second quarter. White fakes the handoff, right? White fakes handoff. White rolls right, finds Mikkel Johnson, who we've heard all about. Oh, what the little hurdle. Just a little step. Just a little step. Next play, White once again gets a snap, stands on the pocket, and boom, baby. Right there, delivers a beautiful bullet to Andrew Purcell. 12-0. The Wild Wildcats take the lead. Now, it doesn't end there, though. It's going to be that man again, White, keeping with the QB keeper. Again, runs it in for a volunteer over score. Closing out the first half, Amir Griffin gets the handoff and gets it to the end zone, making it 26-0. Going into the locker room, this one was all about the Wild Wildcats, baby. 33-14 over the Vols. Now, at the two-way level, we're going to talk a little bit about Wicksburg. They suffered their first loss in the region to Ayrton last week, and now here at a risk to losing a home game also means losing a playoff game as well.
Yep, that's right, Austin. So they need this win. Whoever wins this game will be at home the first round of the playoffs, both with one loss in the region. So tonight, what can we get on store for us? And hey, let's just say it was a shootout in Skipperville. Jalen Murray gets us going here for Wicksburg with a short little 5-yard touchdown run right there, carrying the baby, and he's going to be seen later on in this one. Here come the Rebels. Bryson Hughes lobs it over to Tanner Johnston. He makes the grab, and he's going to run on in for a touchdown as Mr. Murray says, aha, you got me here. I'm going to get you back later in the game. Now here comes Wicksburg's quarterback, JT Ackerman. He'll call his own number inside the 5-yard line, and he scores. So Wicksburg's up 14-7, and the Panthers put the backup in the game. Here it's Gabe Glover. Looking down the field, the lefty got his man right there. Wicksburg scores again. However, the Rebels will come back with 2 touchdowns of their own. Quarterback Bryson Hughes, he's going to say, hey, JT Ackerman, you think you can run and score? How about it? I can do the same thing as he sneaks through the line. Rebels right before the half on their own 20-yard line. Hughes is going to hit Haynes Horn down the left sideline for the score right there. So GW Long closing out the half, and they close this one out 42-35 at home. Both Dale County schools in 2A will be hosting playoff games as GW Long wins 42-35. All right, well, let's go ahead and run through the highlights, Austin.
That's right. Now we go to a rivalry matchup between Providence Christian and Houston Academy. I was right there. Let me tell you something. This student section loves WDHM. But you know what HA loves? The dark side. First drive, Craig Pittman right to Will Wells. 13-yard line, runs it right around back to the 20. Now 6:01 in the first. Caden Mitchell, wet like water, because this well, it ain't dry. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line before, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Jeb Daughtry puts it in. It's a Raider rave happening up in here. Next thing you know, guess what? Yep, again, it's your man, Mr. Wells, drives it all the way in. We're 14-0 HA, and they're saying ha, ha, ha all the way down. Whites, watch this. Ooh, oh, Odell catch. Look at that. Will Wells once again. And by the way, Caden Mitchell and Jeb Daughtry have both combined, or actually each, 3 touchdowns on the night. And this is the 5th down, the final play of the half. Look at that. Caden Knowles gets it. He almost thinks, hey, no, I don't need to run. But then all of a sudden he does run, and that's basically how she went. This final there in Northcutt Field is 42-7. What a great night. 5th, Mike, this is what the whole idea behind that fifth down is.
Yeah.
So it was 4th down, and I hear a bunch of dads just yelling. That's what tipped it off for me, because I'm looking at my camera. When I shoot, man, I'm focused. If you guys have seen me out running around the field, you know what I'm talking about.
But the dads are yelling.
The dads are yelling, and I'm like, what's going on? And the refs they don't even talk or nothing. I'm talking to all the media guys over here, and they're like, yeah, that's 5th down. That's 5th down.
Write it down.
And we're like, you know what? 19 seconds left. Let's see what they got. And right there you go. Knowles gets that Christmas present kind of early.
So it turned out good for HA. Obviously, I don't think it would have made a difference if Providence scored 42-7.
No, but it's just kind of a funny little thing that 5th down, final play of the half. I was kind of hoping Provi would get get it in. I was just going to see the controversy between it, even though obviously,
two rivals, yeah.
it looks so great. Well, hey, cross the state line, you know what this is.
Yep, Early County and Eufaula, a neat matchup here. You don't get to see this too often. And here come the visiting Tigers, I should say, excuse me, as they look to tune up for the playoffs in 5A in Alabama and Eufaula. Early County, how about that? They're looking to improve to 8-1. Well, here's Eufaula's first drive. It's Copley Cotton taking the shot down the left sideline. He has Antron Mitchell as he goes up and makes the catch. However, that would be the only play on offense in that drive. That went well. So Early County gets the ball, and on their first possession, it's going to be Jaquel Crispin. Get to the right side of the field. He's got a bunch of space in front of him, and he picks up about 25 yards. And that'll be a first down for the Bobcats as they move on down the field. And they'll go right back to Crispin, this time on an end around to the left side. And he's got another first down for Early County as they move on into the red zone inside the 10 at this point. And now the Bobcats, they go to the Wildcat. Camarion Stapleton, he has a hole, makes one man miss right there, and he is in for the Bobcats' first touchdown of the game. They took a 7-0 to lead. They were up 28-3 at one point, and we know in football, 28-3 is not a safe lead anymore. As Tom Brady, Eufaula came all the way back to win 31-28.
28 unanswered points. How about that? Well, just down the road in Headland, the Rams hosting Charles Henderson. And CH has been a problem for most schools this season. Let's see how it goes down. We join this one with Headland up 14-0 over CH. Jackson Williams gets the ball and launches one to the corner of the end zone. They get up on it for the first 6. Now Chase Ray, give him the tread because he's going down the midfield. It gets him down for a first down. That continues to drive the momentum as Ray this time finds Dawson Peacock in the flats. Picks up first down again, but that ends the half. So Headland to get the second half in the kickoff. Ball in the air, packed by Julian Riley, who is tackled. Wait. Hold up. He ain't tackled. Is that him?
That's him running with the ball.
He's going to run. Dude, that guy's chewing up more grass than 580 cattle. He goes all the way down to the other end. Basically, this one ends with Headland just boom. 34-14 is the final with the Rams.
All right, well, let's now go to some private ball as we take Abbeville Christian hosting Macon East Academy. And here are the Generals who welcome in the Knights of Macon East. It was a slugfest early on as the teams are warming up here out there in Henry County. Macon East to punt. Dalton Nichols, no. To pass. No, he kicks it anyway. And over into the hands of Cole Goodson. He makes a man miss, finds some space down the sideline, and hey, buddy, that's a good hit right there. Later in the quarter, Cal Knighton takes it. He gives it to Justin Murphy, shakes off one, and the Knights pick up the first down, or I should say, for the Generals. Now in the second quarter, Generals with the ball. Knighton gives it to Murphy, who picks up another big first down for Abbeville Christian to extend that drive. And here he is again, faking the give, hits the gap, and he is off to the races. And he's going to find the end zone and put some points on the board for Abbeville Christian. And hey, let's get some sellies, shall we? There's one. All right, well, there we go. In the end, though, Macon East would come away with the win, 42-7.
Now it's that time of the night, isn't it, Michael? We go to that play of the night.
Sponsored by Lewis Smith Supply Company.
So right off the bat, you just kind of saw this one. Will Wells welling it in with the Odell shot. Let's take another look at that one real quick. Just a little bit here. The start of the second quarter, of course, this will put them up, I believe, 21-0. Just gets that foot in there. Woo-wee.
What a snag. Those two, Mitchell and Wells, that is a deadly combo. Many teams, 9 teams have figured that out the wrong way.
HA is just stacked. They're 9-0 on the season. It's HA and Elba, who those are the two teams I think are going to go real far. And you're more of the situation guy, but honestly, I say we're going to be at state. I'm knocking on wood.
Hey, I hope we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It sounded like the Heat in 2009.
We danced in that too.
But I hope every school that makes the playoffs has a chance. Obviously, you love to see Enterprise and Dothan battle out in the semifinal if they both make it.
That's
Obviously,
true.
a lot to figure out between now and 2 weeks from now. So we'll see.
That's true.
All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and look at some scores that could impact some of these playoff seedings here. We'll go through Bullitt County and Slocum. You saw it earlier. Slocum getting a 42-6 win. Shelby County, Rehoboth, 23-12 Rehoboth. And then Pike County beating Daleville 63-6 Ayrton, remaining unbeaten in 2A Region 2, 37-21.
Now let's go on to another set of games. Northside Methodist, the Knights taking over the Ashford Yellow Jackets. Ashford's had a kind of a semi-rough season so far. 31-28 is the final there. Now Elba does what Elba knows best. They put it on Pleasant Home. Tonight, you know what the theme was for them? Plow.
You tell me.
Plow Pleasant Home.
That makes sense. They did just
and
that.
They did just that, exactly. 48-6. Now Houston County, they take the dub 56-34 over McKenzie. And then, of course, Zion Chapel, the Rebels, taking it to the Yellow Jackets of Abbeville, 22-16.
Kind of a shocker right there, I would say. But Zondervan,
Yeah.
they've had a pretty good year in 2A. Obviously, if Abbeville had won, they were praying for a Geneva County win because that would have created a three-way tie in 2A, Region 2 for the 4th spot. I don't want to say I'm happy that didn't happen, but that's a lot of tiebreakers I would have had to try to figure out. My head would have hurt.
Are you good at math?
No. I'm good at counting up scores. So that's our scores for the night. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the matchups we can see next week. No region games except for a few, I should say. You see the two on the right. Those are region games between Kinston and Houston County, Northside and New Brockton, Headland and Cottonwood, Long and Rehoboth, non-region games. So last week of the season, you got a lot of rivalry games. And it should be a good one next week. We'll just have to wait and see. I won't be here, though, Austin. It'll be you,
It'll be
your
me
show.
alone.
You'll have Sylvie, too. So should be a good week next week as we get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Kind of speechless thinking about doing this show without my guy.
I think it might be better. It's better than I am right now. I'm a little stuffed up. So
That's true.
I'm
Everyone
losing my
pray
breath.
for Mike here. He's like he's a. I'm
on the
telling
backside
him.
of it.
I'm on my phone like, hey, this is a sinus rinse that you need to get. You do this every morning.
I need
Seriously.
some oxygen. I need some oxygen.
Yeah.
Well, hey, high school football. I mean, we're nearing the end. It is bizarre that this season has just gone by so fast, but so is 2022 in general. So hey.
That's true. I mean, to think about where I was in January of 2022, I was still in college. I hadn't traveled to Miami. I hadn't been out the Midwest at that point. It's so
Here you
weird to
are.
think, the where you can be at the beginning of the year, at the end. Man, 2022 is flown by, and it's been a great year.
And that's
Ups
a great
and downs.
analogy for playoff teams. You're a 4 seed. Who cares? You can go out beat a 1 seed in the road from there.
That's
Only
right.
gets harder, but hey, keep going on.
Well, this guy needs some oxygen, and I think you do too, because you've been high on football. Okay, thanks for joining us on the Extra Point Show. Always make gains, always find a way. That's it for me, Mike.
See you later. Have a great night.